As I mentioned, we only have 2 treasures left, and we'll get both of them in these rooms right here. This one, you don't actually need to do anything. Theoretically, you'd think, oh, I have to light the candles. Well, if you know where the door is, you don't have to. So there we'll get the sun's ring. Now we gotta move to the other tower. And do something kind of similar, I think. Although you don't really need to light anything in this next room. For this one, we actually have to hit this switch, and this can be kind of annoying. Because you have to be very, very fast about this. You can get stuck on the wall, too. But make it into that room, and you'll get the model ship. It's actually kind of cool, because this model ship has a moon on it, and we got the sun ring in the other room. Which makes me think that maybe Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright were supposed to be the bosses here. Until they decided, nah, let's have some unique enemies involved. Plus, I guess you could also say this castle is technically underground anyway. And Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright wouldn't exactly be there, so... I guess I can kind of understand that. And with that, we can actually leave this area now. We are done with the old tower. So I'm going to save really quick, and then we'll move on to the last area, which is actually pretty quick considering how much time we spent in this area. I guess they kind of wanted to reward you for taking the time to get all the treasures in the old tower, which I guess makes kind of sense. Okay, so now we are in the garden. Let's see what we can find in here. First we have the gold watering can from Animal Crossing. That's kind of cool. Yeah, because Animal Crossing was definitely out by this point. Yeah, because Animal Crossing, I believe, was... Well, it was even earlier than 2002. Because it had the Animal Forest N64 game in Japan. Which we didn't get until the GameCube. In the form of Animal Crossing. And here we have the katana. Another frickin' sword power-up. There actually are a lot of swords. There's the Seiryu sword, there's the Falchion. Oh yeah, there's the Seiryu sword that we got near the very beginning. Yeah, a lot of sharp and pointy things. This game definitely likes its sharp and pointy objects for sure. Okay, what do we got in here? We have the charm. That's probably a reference to something. Or it could just be a charm. I don't really know for sure. But yeah, here's where you can actually use jet to light the cannon. You do not need fire. Just as long as you have jets. Or something that can light it, because the hammer also works. And here we find the Christmas tree, which is actually kind of cool that Christmas is actually in season right now. I think Christmas just happened, actually. I don't think, I'm recording this before Christmas, but this video is definitely going to be out before, or after Christmas, I mean. So, it's still very topical, I think. Maybe someone who put the treasure down here just celebrated Christmas, and they only, like, recently brought the treasure down here or something. Okay, good. Obviously, you don't want to hit the other, switch. So we'll get the Kong barrel, obviously a Donkey Kong Country reference. Which, I like that because I am such a huge fan of Donkey Kong Country. Here we have Ramia's scale. Also, I really like this triumphant music that's playing. It also played this music in the Crystal's Cave section as well, but still. Again, it's just very triumphant, and it just kind of feels nice to hear. Because it actually makes you think, oh, I'm actually close to the end now. Which we definitely are at this point. Okay, where am I going? Am I going down here? I feel like... Oh, yeah, we are. Okay, we're good. I'm fine. I'm going the right way. I have nothing to worry about. Okay, this treasure right here can be kind of a pain. You have to bounce off your partner and then just swallow the block. It's so easy to get, but like, if you don't have the right power and you don't have a partner with you, it can be just like really, really annoying. Because you're like, how do I get that block? Well, it's easier than you think. Basically what I'm telling you. Okay, this is kind of a fun one. We have to use the wheelie rider for this. And success. We get the tire! If we take it to Springfield, they can put it in the tire fire. Or maybe that is a tire they used in the tire fire. The world will never know. Okay, now we're done with that side. I think we only have 2 treasures left. I think there's one up here. There might be anyway, because I know there's also a room where there's like another 1-up. Oh, it's this room. Okay. Well, screw this then. I don't need this. I don't need this. This, on the other hand, I think is something I do need, though. We need the Spirit Charm. And I believe we're done with this section now. Yeah, we are. Okay. So now we can leave. We can leave via the Warp Star up here. So we don't actually want to go in the middle door right here. We want to actually go over here to the right door, because the middle door will actually take us to the end. Okay, first treasure right here. We get the Pegasus Wing. Come on. There we go. Now we gotta fight Bugsy. And yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and get Suplex. I haven't really showed off much of Suplex at all. So we're gonna grab the Raccoon Doll, and we're gonna move on. I told you I like that downward thrust move. I don't want this. Get off. Come on, Wheelie. Now's not the time for those shenanigans. Okay, and here we have the Shell Whistle. And over here, we're going to do something familiar that we had to do back in the Crystal Cave section. We have to once again use Crash to our advantage to hit this switch and then swim down through here. And we'll get the Orichalcum. I think that's how you say that anyway. It's one of those RPG items, I feel like. The Orichalcum. Just feel like that's like ooh, that's the magical orichalcum or whatever. Like, I feel like that's like what you hear in RPGs a lot. Just that kind of language and speak in general. Okay, so to get this next treasure, we have to skip out on a 1-up, but that's okay. Because honestly, the Platinum Ring is more than worth it. And we are only one treasure away from finishing, and the last treasure is going to be a little further in, so we are about done, guys. Also, I'm sorry if it seems like I got like a huge lack of energy right here. For some reason, my stomach just started bothering me a lot, so it's like I'm trying to bear the rest of this recording with my stomach ache. Because I'm almost done, and it's like I don't want to like just step away for a few minutes and then just come back to record like 3 or 4 more minutes left, so I'm going to try to stay strong through the rest of this game. Shouldn't be a big thing, honestly. Woo, there we go. And last but not least, we have the Triforce. So now we can save Hyrule. Oh, what? We're not trying to save Hyrule? Oh, well, whatever. We have the Triforce anyway. Let's see if I can get the bomb right here. You know what? Fine. Get off. No, get off the... You take Yo-Yo then, and I'll take bomb. Oh, wow, this is like the reverse of what we had for the, the Dynablade fight. And here we have Wham Bam Rock, who actually looks quite a bit different than what he did in the original game. He looks really, really different in this game. He's like not even in the foreground in this game either. He's just kind of sitting there in the back. Which I guess makes more sense because you can't actually hurt this guy anyway. But yeah, Wham Bam Rock is pretty defensive. He takes a lot of hits. And your partner's pretty useless in this fight. He kind of just like jumps around because he doesn't know what exactly the hitbox is. And there we go. Just for fun, I'll create another partner. And yep, Wham Bam Rock has been defeated. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. And with that, Great Cave Offensive is pretty much done. We're going to ride this elevator up to the very first room of the game. Kind of interesting how this game kind of goes full circle. That's one of the things I've always liked about it anyway. And yep, there we go. Great Cave Offensive has been finished. I love that mode so much. I really wish I didn't have like a slight stomach ache while I finish this up because... just the thought of how this game was like so annoying as a kid, but now it's like grown to be my favorite. It's just really, really cool. So we'll start to see like all the treasures as they go on screen. Kind of interesting when they go from like the bottom screen to the top screen. And because of the way I have this recording window set up, like the screens aren't even connected, so it doesn't even make sense why it's doing that, but you can imagine that like these 2 screens are on top of each other. Really not that big of a deal. But yeah, I've always been a fan of Great Cave Offensive to some right. Heck, even when I beat it the first time and it was like really annoying to complete all the way, still just the thought that like when I beat it fully the first time, it just felt like it was like a huge accomplishment. And I've always kind of carried that with me, like as I've continued to be a gamer throughout my entire life. And now it's just gotten to the point where it's like, oh, well, this is not challenging anymore, but like I still remember when it was a challenge, which is just really, really cool. I love when games can do that, is basically what I'm saying. because it really shows like how you can grow as a gamer. Just really, really neat. Really, really neat stuff. Okay, so we're starting to see the last treasures appear on screen now. The treasures that were in the garden area. And there we go. And that's going to do it, folks. That's going to do it for the Great Cave Offensive. Oh, I love that. I kind of like this better than that one still image they give you in the SNES version where Kirby's winking at you. I kind of like this better because he's just like kind of celebrating that he's like the richest man in Dreamland now. Oh, that's so cute. Kirby's such a cute guy. He really is. Okay, so there we go. Great Cave Offensive is done. And now we can play Revenge of Meta Knight. So next time, that's exactly what we're going to do. So this has been SlimKirby. This has been Kirby Superstar Ultra. I will see you guys next time for the Revenge of Meta Knight. Later, folks.